If you have a teenage driver in your family, and if they have a cell phone, or they go out driving with their friends, you need to watch this video, and you need to find out more information about this product, the GPS Mirror. Put simply, it's going to help keep them safe while they're gaining experience as a new driver.
The biggest problem that we have nowadays are all the distractions that these kids have to deal with.
Having friends in the car, talking on your cell phone, listening to the radio, all those sorts of distractions, trying to eat while you're driving, all those sorts of things. Just all those things she may see us do, she's not ready to do yet.
Just so preoccupied with so many other things, and of course it's so cool to drive, you know, so they're not focused on the road.
And the main reason why they crash is obviously inexperience. But if you add in some driver distractions like having passengers in the car or talking on a cell phone, and then couple that with some pretty risky behaviour like drink driving or speeding, you've got a recipe for disaster. Now the only way that a teen is ever going to get the experience they need to keep themselves safe is to physically go out and drive. But every time they do that, you're running the gauntlet, because teens are 4 times more likely to die in a car wreck than an older, more experienced driver. Now if you add in teen passengers into the mix, then that risk rises by 100%. And if they're talking on a cell phone at the same time, it's so distracting it's almost like they're driving drunk. Now as a parent, there's really only so much you can do. You can't be with them all the time, you certainly can't protect them against all the risks that are out there. So what you really need is some way to make sure that they're paying attention at the critical times, that they're not being distracted when they need to be focused on the road ahead. Now at Cheetah, we make a product called the GPS Mirror, and this is a driver safety system that cuts through these kind of distractions.
Cheetah GPS ready.
It's going to make them much more aware of their speed. It's certainly going to make them more aware of what's going on around them, but the most important thing is going to make sure that they are concentrating at some pretty dangerous intersections and high-risk accident zones. You've probably heard of GPS for navigation, and you may have heard of GPS for vehicle tracking. Well, this is the third option. This is GPS for driver safety. The GPS Mirror works by having a database of hazardous locations stored in its memory. Increasingly, red light camera systems are being used to monitor dangerous intersections. So the database also includes all the red light camera locations in the USA and Canada to make sure that you're not distracted whenever you're approaching one of these locations.
Red light camera ahead. Limit 40. Attention, overspeed.
Now your kid's probably going to think this is a cool feature because it tells them where the cameras are in advance so they won't get a ticket. Now if they think that's cool, that's fantastic because it means they're buying into using the product. You're just going to be glad that they're using it because it gives you the peace of mind to know that if they have been distracted for any reason, the safety reminders from the mirror are going to bring back their attention. It's going to snap back their focus onto where it should be on the road ahead. Red light camera reminders are an important modern safety tool. When you think about it, these cameras have to pay for themselves, so they're only ever going to be placed at intersections which have a lot of red light running or accidents. So these are exactly the kind of dangerous intersections that you want to know about in advance so that you can be better prepared. We've all seen the spectacular crash footage from red light cameras, and we've all asked ourselves the same question: what on earth was the driver thinking? Of course, the reality is that the driver wasn't thinking, that they weren't paying enough attention, or they were simply distracted for some reason.
Cranking up the music, talking on the phone, arguing with your significant other, we get distracted really easy.
And that's the very point of this product. Using a GPS mirror means that your child won't be the one who's distracted.
A lot of my friends can text without looking, so it's just one arm or one hand.
Texting is a growing problem. Almost 46% of teens will drive and text, according to a recent survey by AAA. 90% of teen drivers report friends in a car are distracting the driver. 89% say friends use cell phones when they drive, and 79% say passengers or drivers are either dancing or singing.
Gap flow ahead. Limit 70. Attention, overspeed.
Now, these kind of GPS detectors have been popular in Europe for a number of years, but this is one of the very first ones to become available for the US and Canadian market. It's very easy to fit, and it just stays in your vehicle all the time, so whenever you get in, it's there, it's protecting you. If you do want to swap it between vehicles, you can do it in seconds. Now, if you've got a child that's going off to college, for example, or they're going to be driving in a new town, this product makes them as informed as a local driver about where all those accident black spots are and the dangerous locations. It's not like a radar detector for speeders, this is really a driver safety system. The GPS mirror is all about safety. It's about giving timely reminders for the hazard locations that are stored in its memory. It's 100% legal in all states. In fact, police forces tend to approve of the product because in their eyes, anything that helps drivers pay more attention and reduces red light running can only be a good thing. So if you'd like to minimise the risk of driver distraction affecting your teenage driver, then this product is available to purchase now, either from Cheetah USA in Arizona or direct from your local reseller.